It is now the early morning of July 28th, just mere hours after Scharnhorst slaughtered an entire convoy just north of Spain. 3,500 kilometers away, an Arado from Prince Eugen spotted multiple wakes through the clouds. The Arado pilot orbited the convoy as it reported its position back to Prince Eugen. The crew is eager for battle and to redeem themselves after a less than spectacular showing in previous engagements. Back in the Bay of Biscay, it looks like there is still a British aircraft carrier in the area. A large formation of Fulmars attacked Scharnhorst. Luckily, all the bombs managed to miss thanks to Scharnhorst's evasive maneuvers. That being said, we need to stay vigilant. Scharnhorst is now heading back towards the French coast, so BF-109s can provide air cover. She'll attempt to break out at night. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome back to War on the Sea as we continue our Kriegsmarine campaign. Today, Prince Eugen has encountered a convoy, and we are currently in the process of engaging it. Our guns should fire here momentarily. We did make contact with them, and we have a couple of Arados overhead to help spot. This Arado, I do want to move a little bit closer. It looks like Prince Eugen already has a really good solution on the enemy, this Empire type freighter. 97%, my goodness, that is fantastic. And Prince Eugen's current speed is 24 knots. We are going to continue sailing at this speed for the time being. It does look like we are outranging the enemy, which is exactly where we want to be. And hopefully we'll be able to cause a good amount of damage to the enemy before their escorts close in. We hop over to our Arado. I don't think there are too many serious escorts in this convoy. No big warships, no cruisers or anything. And also this convoy looks like it has a couple of juicy tankers, which I am going to prioritize. I want to get our Arado a little bit closer, really just to help fix our solution and help our gunnery. Doesn't look like they are breaking too much. Let's have this Arado come up over this way as well. And there are no hits on this Empire type freighter. She isn't burning, but they are beginning to evade. The entire convoy looks like it's trying to turn to the north. Some of the escorts there look to be peeling off. What is that off to the left? That's what I want to know. There she is. Small little Corvette. Not really something I'm super concerned about. Shells just bracketed that ship. Really darn close there, but no cigar. Our solution, 92%, still very, very good. They are 20 kilometers out. We're going to hold this course just because our solution's so good. Were they hit? I thought I saw a flash on the horizon. Thought they were shooting at me, and that is not the case. Let's adjust course. You know what? Let's go ahead and do it. We'll sacrifice our solution for the time being. We are firing armor piercing at the moment. We hit him. We did hit him. She is starting to deploy a smoke screen. There we go. Another good hit forward. Hopefully they're carrying ammunition or something and cause a nice magazine explosion. It does look like the Empire is already slowing down. She's down to 6 knots. I guess the rest of the formation is moving at 6 knots as well. Does seem like she is going slower. Another secondary explosion in the bow. Armor piercing seems to be doing pretty good at this range. And our gunnery is quite accurate there as well. A bunch of near misses just bracketing her. Maybe one more hit and then we will switch targets and begin engaging a new ship. It looks like a lot of the ships are heading to the northwest. As a result, we are going to continue our course change. Let's line up. We're taking fire. Something's shooting at us. Is it this little Corvette? Oh yeah, look, this ship here. Frigate is firing at us. Let's take a look at our Empire friend. Not looking good. Oh, that was close. Those rounds landed close to that Liberty ship up in the front. Okay, with the Empire class ship burning up, we are going to begin targeting something new. Let's target number 4. Target number 4, stop working on that solution. Let's open fire on number 4 here. When that sloop gets close enough, we will open fire. Our secondaries cannot fire at the moment. They are out of range, which is fine. Solutions 40%, just good. And we've already identified it, Liberty ship. It is kind of weird seeing Liberty ships in 1941, but that's all right. I have to suspend our disbelief for a little bit here. Main guns are opening fire. Stern guns should be rotating. We are going to continue to fire armor piercing. We have 400 rounds of AP and only 100 rounds of HE, so might as well just get rid of these armor piercing rounds while we got them. Additionally, we'll try to resupply here soon, if at all possible. Look, this already got pretty darn close. I would also like to make an attempt to resupply again here soon. The problem is our transports are stuck near the French ports due to Allied aircraft in the area, but I'm gonna have to make an effort to break them out. We are going to start engaging a new target here. This little thing is steering towards us. That has to be a mistake on their end. I would not want to be closing towards us like that. Let's fire HE at that target. No need to spot at this point. I think we did at least get a single hit on the Liberty ship. And we are being fired at, probably by this guy, which we are going to start engaging here momentarily as well. I just want to quickly take out this little ship here. Our gunnery today has been hit and miss. It hasn't been too great, unfortunately, for us, but it looks like at this range we're doing pretty good work. That small little ship is burning. Significant fire is broken out. Let's switch targets. Stop. Fire at the frigate. Engage that frigate right there. All guns should be engaging that. Shoot high explosive. See, we've expended 200 rounds in our forward magazine and have very little to show for it, which is just really unfortunate. We are going to have to get closer. I do think this ship will sink on its own, thanks to all the damage we've inflicted. Also, that Empire type ship, I mean, she's not doing too well. She is slow compared to the rest of the formation, which is just speeding away, trying to get away from us. Once we take out this warship, we'll just increase speed and try to get in front of them as quickly as possible. Well, after a couple of hits, the ship is engulfed in flames, and they are not looking very good. We are going to switch targets. How does that Liberty ship sound? Let's just manual fire. Manual fire, loose spreads. Right in front of that target. I'm gonna see how this works for us. Well, unfortunately, we just lost contact, which is great, but... Okay. Hold fire with our secondaries. Manual fire. Let's see, right in that Liberty's path. Let's see if I can just guess. Maybe get some good hits here. Rear guns are not in arc, unfortunately. Updated a little bit. That little freaking frigate is still firing at me, despite the entire structure being engulfed in flames. I think we actually just got a hit. That or those rear guns on that ship are engaging us. Very hard to tell. Hey, that actually looked pretty good, all things considered. So manual fire may be the way to go against these merchant ships. And my gunnery certainly is not. Secondaries, begin firing at that. Begin firing at that thing again. Let's take a look. Are you shooting at me? I think these rear guns are firing at me. Or probably... It's gonna be a hard time getting any hits at this point. They're moving how fast? Hey, that was pretty close. Let's just keep that up for the time being. I want our secondaries to keep hammering that little frigate, as we do want that to sink. Once the frigate is destroyed, we will turn in. Commence a proper attack. Main director, begin targeting the Liberty ship. Start working on a solution there. Hey, fantastic news. I managed to actually get a hit. Manual fire on the enemy. Let's update this again. I'm honestly in shock. Looks like her whole stern is burning. We've lost contact for some reason. The radar screen's all sorts of messed up. We can switch target back to that Empire if we need. Or we can just start targeting way up here some of these tankers. Let's do that. Manual fire. Right there. Send it out. Fixed point. Fire at that point. That tanker is booking it. Look, we just got another hit on the Liberty ship. This is the way to go. It's kind of micro heavy, but... Begin targeting that tanker. Manual fire. And the tanker's path. It looks like she is starting to turn as well. I can't believe that little thing's still afloat and still shooting at me. Secondary guns are continuing to hammer it. And that Liberty ship, it looks like she's about to go down over there. Lots of burning on the horizon. Just got a report, the Liberty ship is sinking out there. She is going down. We've switched targets. I'm gonna start targeting number 7 here. Manual fire right in front of her. I wish it'd be cool if I could have a readout of flight time and all that good stuff for our shells. There we go. Little corvette, or excuse me, the little frigate is sinking. Secondaries, hold fire, hold fire. I won't be firing at anything else at the moment. Hey, we managed to hit the tanker. Manual fire right in front of the tanker once more. I see smoke out there on the horizon, which is good. Okay, I was mistaken. The Flores is the frigate. This little steamer is what's going down. Okay, more smoke out there. Lost contact because of all the smoke. Okay, manual fire on this target, number 5, whatever the heck it is out there. Can't really see. All the merchant ships are deploying smoke screens and really obscuring everything. It looks like that ship right there, which we were engaging, is burning. I thought I saw a fire out there. There's an explosion out there as well. Let's begin turning in. Secondary guns. Everybody, boat directors, target this thing. Is she firing at me? Are all of her guns jammed? I hope they all are. I think all of her gun... Nope, she's firing. Okay. Full fire. I guess we can just manual fire here as well. Fire at that point. Okay, main guns, hold fire for the time being. What's shooting? Just this little rear gun. Everything else knocked out? One can hope. Okay, continue to engage. 300 rounds. That's close. Just gotta poke another hole into this thing. as these little warships are incredibly stubborn. Our main guns are going to begin engaging the Empire class out here. Let's target it with our secondary director. Firing armor piercing. Jeez, we have just expended so much ammunition. Full spreads, manual fire at that point right there. See how fast, there we go. Guns have already trained around. Tracking. Let's see. I need a stopwatch to time this. Okay, second salvo is out. I have not seen splashes yet. Okay, there's splashes. So maybe 100 meters in front of the target is where we should be aiming. Give or take. There we go, there's a hit. Struck the target. Yeah, I'm seeing the light, the way of the manual fire. I just wish the mechanics were a little more refined. Also, I wish it didn't feel so cheaty, but our gunnery is just atrocious otherwise. Like I said, we've expended 200 rounds and maybe got a couple of hits on these lumbering merchant ships out here. Let's try to get another few hits on this Empire-type freighter. Kind of move it around, move the aim point around. And the fact that this thing isn't sinking is pissing me off. Okay, it's going down. It's done. It's done. Beautiful. Okay, all directors on the Empire. HE loose, manual fire. Right there in front. Prince Eugen has no ammo of that type available. Okay, armor piercing, fire. Although, she just got bracketed again. There is a fire burning inside the ship. We'll continue to engage. We are starting to reestablish contact on other ships in the formation. We are going to begin targeting them. I primarily want to go after something like this. Stop. Hold fire on the Empire. She is burning. There is a fire that's broken out, but these big tankers, I want to get manual fire in front of the tankers. Open fire on them. Yeah, the Empire type freighter, it looks like she is taking on water in the stern, and a fire has broken out behind the superstructure. It looks like we are targeting another Liberty ship. So it is this one right here. This other tanker, target number 7, I believe, is continuing to burn up as well. And then we have just a small little coastal vessel in here as well, which we will absolutely engage. We are being fired upon. Well, that's rude. Manual fire, narrow spreads, armor piercing rounds. We're starting to get some pretty good hits on target at this point. We just hit her in the stern. She is 13 kilometers out. What else is out here? I'm not seeing anything else. Oh, there's a little Corvette. You know what? Secondary guns, spot, high explosive. Fire at, stop this. Begin targeting that. Fire at that target. There we go. Beginning to engage that little Corvette way out there. Let's make sure, let's adjust our solution on the Liberty ship. Main guns. Manual fire. It looks like she has slowed down quite a bit. Oh, we just lost contact. It does look like she is burning quite good. No fires have broken out on the deck though. Wow, look at that. Multiple more hits on target. Okay. We've identified this contact as a Flower class Corvette. Stop targeting that. Begin targeting number 5 here. AP, manual fire. Way in front of the target. Fire. Going after the tanker now. It's impressive. Our first salvo against this Dale-class oiler managed to actually hit. Let's adjust our solution slightly. She is in the middle of a turn. Another hit there. Another hit. Let's take a look at the Flower class. How's she faring? She looks fine. Not really phased. It's really not the target we're after anyway. This Dale-class oiler, though, that is a very, very valuable target. We're just leaving a trail of burning freighters here, which is pretty impressive to look at. There we go. Secondary explosion. Let's bring our Arados in. Bring this one up here. I'm curious, are all of our secondary guns firing at the Flower? They all are. Yep. Okay, good. We just got a report. One of the tankers is going down. Just to get rid of it, I am going to send a few salvos after this Flower class Corvette. Let's go ahead and do that now. Manual fire right in front of the target. Fire armor piercing if you got it, I guess, because that's really all we got. Let's see how this little Corvette likes getting hit with that. That's the ship that's going down. Everyone else out here has really heavy damage, except for target number 6. This little ship has been unscathed thus far. We are not going to let that get away, of course. I would just like to incapacitate the Flower class like that. That was pretty close, wasn't it? Let's do another salvo just like that in front of the target. It does look like she is turning away. She sees what's happening and has decided, I want none of that, which is quite fair. The Flower class has been struck twice. She is now essentially dead in the water. She is firing at something. What are you firing at? Ah, our Arado over here. And look at the scene for our Arado. Well, let's turn away. Let's get out of here. And Prince Eugen. We have one ship we need to fire at. Begin targeting her. Fire in front of that vessel. Hopefully we'll be able to damage it and send this little one to the bottom as well. Everything else is just burning up. I do not see any of these ships surviving. I don't think they're going to need any help. This oiler, jeez. Just 3 secondary explosions all at once. This is going to be a mighty, mighty fine kill for us. There we go. Right off the bat. That had to have caused damage to that thing, you would think. We are out of ammunition in our forward magazine. You know, if I was manual firing this whole time, I don't think that would have been the case. Manual fire certainly saves us ammunition. That's something I'll start doing in the future against these convoys, even though it can be a tad tedious. Just our gunnery otherwise is so inconsistent. If we need to get closer and engage with our secondary guns, we will do that, as a matter of fact. Let's just start closing in. Hold fire. The big Dale tanker in the lead of the formation and this Empire-class freighter is going down. We just have a couple of ships left at this point. All of the enemy vessels are now sinking except for this lone little freighter here and the Flower-class Corvette. We are engaging this freighter first. I just have my gunners working on it. The solution is 96%. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Decent hits on target. We'll continue firing at her. Solution's dropping a little bit because of all the smoke that's getting thrown up. It's still not too bad, though. And once we finish this little ship off, we'll finish off the Flower. Just because, why not? And you know what? I think we're going to hold fire. Begin firing at the Flower. Stop. Yep. Target the Flower. Fire at the target. Do not manual fire. Fire. Secondaries, open fire on that. Destroy this Flower class. We just got the report. The last freighter is sinking. She is burning up. We're just gonna hold fire. There's no need. Hold fire. Hold fire. Prince Eugen, let's break contact, get out of here. And that's an entire convoy wiped out except for one little flower class Corvette. We're just going to let this thing go home. If we look at the report, we can see it is pretty heavily damaged. Yeah, heavy damage, moderate flooding. That's good enough for me. Minor damage, moderate flooding. I don't know where this ship ran off to. There's another ship out here. Well, I definitely want to search for that. It may have left the combat area. Yeah, definitely want to find that vessel then, so we'll attempt to re-engage, even though we are out of ammunition in the forward magazine. We have left the combat area. We have gained 4 command points, 53,000 tons sent down to the bottom. Now, the problem is we are very close to St. John's. I have a feeling, let's change course and come back up around this way. And hopefully we'll be able to re-intercept. If not, that's okay. I'm not that worried about it. We just need to get out of the way of any aircraft that are coming our way because they will do a number on us. Scharnhorst was heading back up this way, mainly because we were encountered by aircraft. I do believe there is an aircraft carrier down here off the coast of Spain or somewhere. We were attacked by a big group of Fulmars, so that is something we need to keep our eyes peeled for. Brest is no longer under our control, not entirely surprising. Our resupply force has kind of been locked in here. I'm going to try to get them out of here. It is just hard, like, immediately once we leave port, there has to be quite a few submarines around here or something, but once we leave port, aircraft show up. It's like they have a good idea of where our resupply force is at all times. Anywho, that's the current situation. We'll see if we can reestablish contact on these vessels. Well, folks, the sun has set on Prince Eugen. We did not make contact with the enemy. That's okay, though. Still a very successful day for her. We now need to figure out a plan to get the ship resupplied. That's going to do it for today's episode, though. I hope you all liked it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and comment, as it really does help out the channel. But until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I'll see you all on the next one.